Did you know that insiders can also buy and sell shares of the company they manage? You might have noticed headlines in the markets about CEOs and other insiders investing. And you may have wondered whether you should care about insider activity for the companies you hold or might later own. Believe it or not, monitoring insiders can be a useful tool to add into the overall investment research and evaluation process. Insiders are defined as senior executives, board members, or any shareholders that own 10% or more of a company. You can think of tracking insiders as the icing on the cake, the final step after considering other investment factors. Here's what you need to know. Anytime an insider buys or sells shares, they're required by regulators to disclose it. In the US, this is known as a Form 4. Insiders are often involved in the inner workings and day-to-day operation of a company, which means they might be more aware of the business's overall direction and performance. And insiders owning shares of a company is a good thing. It may suggest their interests align with yours and they have skin in the game, or shares in this case. So imagine you notice a number of insiders buying an unusually large number of shares of their stock. While this might not be a bullish indication by itself, it could be worth looking into. For example, is there a potential acquisition on the horizon? Perhaps a company is rolling out a new service or product, or maybe earnings are just around the corner. On the flip side, you might notice a high level of selling activity. This could also be worth looking into. Let's look at some real-life examples. This graph shows big upticks in insider buying relative to insider selling around two major market declines over the last 2 decades: the 2008 Great Recession and the bear market of 2020. That means that despite a shaky market, insiders became large buyers during 2 times when many investors were not. The direction of the market afterwards would have rewarded any investors who had done the same. This indicates that keeping track of insiders might be worth it.
There are resources within Webroker and online through the SEC database EDGAR and the Canadian database SEDI, which shows you the transaction activity of insiders at publicly traded companies.
But remember, this isn't intended to replace the due diligence needed before every investment decision. Rather, it can be considered supplemental information to add on as an extra layer to your research activities. And there you have it, the inside scoop on insiders' activity. Have more questions? Check out the links to the right and in the description below.